Have you ever had a dream that felt so real, so vivid, you weren't sure if you were asleep or awake? What if that feeling didn't stop when your eyes opened? What if the bizarre, the unsettling, the downright nightmarish started seeping into your waking life? That's the unnerving world of waking nightmares, a space where the logic of reality breaks down and the strange takes over. Today we're diving deep into a collection of images that perfectly capture this feeling. These aren't your typical horror movie jump scares. They're much more subtle, much more psychological. They create a slow burn sense of dread that crawls under your skin and stays there. Think of a familiar place, like your childhood home, but every door leads to a room you've never seen before. Or a portrait where the eyes seem to follow you, but the face keeps subtly changing. It's the distortion of the familiar that makes it so terrifying. Let's look at this first piece. At a glance, it might seem almost normal, but the longer you look, the more wrong it feels. The shadows are cast in the wrong direction. The reflections in the mirror don't match the room. There's a quiet wrongness to it, a visual whisper that something is fundamentally broken. This is a classic element of waking nightmares. The environment itself becomes a source of anxiety. It's like your brain is trying to process a scene, but the data it's receiving is corrupted, creating a feedback loop of confusion and fear. It's not a monster chasing you, it's the very fabric of the world unraveling. Now consider this image. It's a crowd of people, but none of them have distinct faces. They're just smudges, blurs of identity. This taps into a deep-seated fear of losing individuality, of becoming just another part of a faceless mob. In a waking nightmare, this can manifest as feeling disconnected from yourself or others, like you're a stranger in your own life. The imagery plays on our need for connection and recognition, and when that's taken away, we're left with a profound sense of isolation and existential dread. It's the visual equivalent of shouting in a crowded room and no one hearing you. Another powerful technique we see is the impossible juxtaposition. A clock melting on a barren tree, a fish swimming through the sky, a staircase that leads to nowhere. These images defy the laws of physics and nature. They confront our understanding of how the world is supposed to work. When you're awake, you rely on these rules to feel safe and grounded. When an image shatters those rules, it creates a sense of vertigo, of losing your footing on reality. It forces you to question everything you thought you knew, which is a deeply unsettling experience. The world becomes unpredictable, chaotic, and you are just a small, helpless observer within it. These images are more than just strange art. They are windows into the subconscious. They tap into universal anxieties, the fear of the unknown, the loss of control, the distortion of memory, and the fragility of our own identity. They don't need gore or violence to be scary. Their power lies in their ability to make you question your own perception. They make you look over your shoulder, not because you think something is there, but because you're no longer sure what there even means. It's a psychological haunting, where the ghost is your own mind turning against you. The feeling they evoke is a silent, creeping horror. It is the feeling you get when you're home alone and hear a floorboard creak upstairs, but you know you're the only one there. It is that momentary glitch in the matrix that makes you wonder if what you're seeing is real. These artists and creators are masters of atmosphere, crafting scenes that feel both dreamlike and intensely terrifyingly real. They remind us that the most frightening monsters aren't the ones under our beds, but the ones lurking in the quiet corners of our own minds. Thanks for joining me on this unsettling journey into the world of waking nightmares. It's a fascinating, if terrifying, exploration of human psychology and art. What do you think? Do these images resonate with you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our next exploration into the strange and unusual. Stay curious and maybe keep a light on tonight.